am Evelinn Borrayo, and at the University of Colorado Cancer Center, I'm an Associate Director for Community Outreach and Engagement. I'm also a professor in the School of Public Health, trained as a clinical psychologist, so the journey, it's all over the place, but it has always been focused on cancer. So my research expands from cancer prevention to survivorship. I chose the field of psychology primarily because I do believe that people can have agency on their health, and a lot of it is psychological, mental. Of course, we have other factors like access to healthcare, access to healthy living, resources. But from the psychology perspective is how to work with individuals to improve or better their health. So that's what attracted me to psychology, was the health focus that I could take. And then in graduate school, I was working with somebody who was focused on cancer prevention and control. And that's how my career went into cancer, focused on research and as a clinical psychologist on how to intervene. So now my area of research is working with cancer survivors and patients, how to support them through the treatment journey and survivorship. I'm originally from Guatemala, Central America. Came here as a student, and a lot of my journey was as an international student, not really intending to, reside in the US, but my career has led me to have a research focus and as an academic. And so some of the challenges were being from another country, really understanding not only the educational system, but the language. What takes most people, an hour, it might take me 2 hours, at least as a student. Now I think I'm a little more efficient, but some of it is just really personal challenges. I have always been physically active, not like I used to, but still, walking, cycling, other things that keep me active. I also have 2 children, and I take them to a lot of practices and games. And so that distracts me quite a bit, I would say is what I do that is outside of work, that it's unrelated, attending to practices and games. I actually really trying to get my kids into cooking. So cooking with my kids is something that we do because I wish I would have paid more attention when I was growing up, but I didn't. And so I want them to really grow up learning the basics of cooking. I think culturally, we are, being from Guatemala or a Hispanic descent, very family focused. And I think I like, any celebration because it brings family and friends together. Now, being from Guatemala, I don't have as much family, but, my brother and other people that are from our same culture kind of come together, and I really enjoy, where there is food, I enjoy those celebrations, like activities that bring people together and food. I think there is a quote on the Dune movies. The father said a leader doesn't choose to lead, is called to lead, and he answers, or something like that. And I think that I resonate with that because I didn't necessarily sought leadership. I'm not one of those people who said, I want to be, kind of the director of, or the dean, or whatever it is, right? It just has been more like being asked to lead. And so I have found myself to be in a position, now you're senior enough, right? I used to be the junior faculty member, now I'm the senior faculty member. And I have had the opportunity to lead training programs, doctoral programs, both at Colorado State University as well as CU Denver and now CU Anschutz. I would say it's really important that you believe in what you're doing, that you feel passionate about it, because that's what's going to drive you. There will always be challenges. Anytime you're in a leadership role, you're interacting with individuals, it doesn't matter where you are, there are going to be challenges. And I'm a big believer in communication. Many times it's just, people having different perceptions of what needs to be accomplished and how. And communication is key to talk through, what it is that we're trying to accomplish, what are some of the barriers, what are some of the interpersonal barriers. Conveying your vision, right? Like, why are you doing this? Why it's important, what things you care about, and what things you don't care so much about but are important and still need to be accomplished. I think that's important. I think what a lot of people don't know is interpersonal relationships matter to me a lot. And I think what is sometimes rewarding but also challenging for me in leadership positions or any position is the interpersonal piece, where I probably dwell too much on interactions, like how I'm gonna say it, did I say the right thing, or did I interact, did that person feel supported or not? And I'm also a very direct person, so I have to really balance the two, where I'm direct, this is what we need to do, or this is what I need you to support me with, in a way that comes across as, coming from a good place versus, one that is more direct. I realize that people can interpret that different ways. So I've been working kind of on the interpersonal area of my leadership, I would say, more than other areas.